Forget protein powder. This natural food stops muscle loss almost instantly. Real foods can stop muscle loss almost right away. This is absolutely true. You don't need pricey tubs of powder or complicated shakes to stay strong. Today, I'm going to reveal something the supplement companies don't want you to know. There are simple, everyday foods that can keep your muscles from breaking down. These foods work faster and more effectively than any protein powder on the shelves. One of them is so powerful. It can actually start reversing muscle loss within just 30 minutes of eating it. And the best part, it costs under $2. Welcome to Senior Nutrition, where we cut through all the marketing hype and share real practical tips for healthy aging. If this is your first visit, you're about to see why so many older adults have stopped wasting money on pricey supplements and switched to simple, tasty whole foods. Let's face it, the protein powder industry makes billions. They've convinced us we need their processed products to keep our muscles as we age. And before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried using whole foods instead of protein powder? Share your experience down in the comments. I always enjoy reading your stories. 1. The problem with protein powders. We see glossy ads showing active seniors sipping shakes, promising that these special formulas are the secret to staying strong. But here's the truth most companies don't share. Most protein powders are heavily processed. That means many of the natural compounds your body actually needs for building muscle are stripped away. They're often packed with artificial sweeteners that upset your gut, synthetic vitamins your body struggles to absorb, and isolated proteins missing the natural helpers that make protein effective. Even worse, many older adults complain that powders cause bloating, gas, and stomach upset. The simple fact is, our bodies weren't made to thrive on factory-made powders. What your body is designed for is real food. Whole, natural foods that bring not only protein but also a full orchestra of nutrients working together to build and protect your muscles. The foods I'm about to share don't just give you protein. They also provide unique compounds that stop muscle breakdown, boost protein use, calm inflammation, and deliver the exact nutrition aging muscles are crying out for. 2. Why whole foods beat protein powders. Let's look at why whole foods are far more powerful than powders. First, scientists call it food synergy. The nutrients in whole foods naturally work together in ways no supplement can copy. A scoop of powder is like listening to one instrument, while whole foods give you the full orchestra. Second, real foods come with all the cofactors, vitamins, minerals, enzymes, plant compounds, that help protein do its job. Powders may add synthetic vitamins, but they're not in the natural forms or ratios your body truly recognizes. Third, the proteins in whole foods are left in their natural state. Your body has evolved to digest and use them. Protein powders, on the other hand, go through high heat processing that damages these natural structures, making them less effective and harder to digest. Fourth, whole foods release nutrients steadily, giving your muscles protection that lasts. Powders may hit your system fast, but they're gone just as quickly. That's a big issue for older adults who may not eat as often. And finally, real food tastes good. That may sound simple, but enjoying your meals is key to making healthy habits last. Nobody looks forward to drinking a chalky shake every day. But delicious meals with muscle-protecting foods? That's something you'll happily stick with for life. 3. The foods that protect your muscles. 1. Ricotta cheese. Let's start with the most powerful muscle-saving food that almost no one talks about, ricotta cheese. Not cottage cheese, not Greek yogurt, but specifically ricotta. This creamy, mild cheese holds a secret that makes it more effective than protein powder when it comes to protecting muscle. And it starts working within minutes. Ricotta has the highest natural concentration of whey protein of any whole food. But unlike the processed whey found in powders, ricotta's whey is in its natural state, surrounded by fats and minerals that help your body actually use it. Once you eat it, that whey protein gets into your bloodstream quickly, sending an immediate signal to stop muscle breakdown. Here's the exciting part. Ricotta is loaded with leucine. About 3 grams per cup. Leucine is like a master switch for muscle building. The moment your blood levels go up, your muscles get the message to stop breaking down and start building back up. Ricotta also contains albumin, the same protein found in egg whites, but in a gentler, easier to digest form. Albumin has the highest efficiency of any protein, meaning your body can use nearly all of it for muscle growth. No protein powder comes close to that. On top of that, ricotta provides calcium in a special form, calcium lactate, which your body absorbs more quickly than any supplement. This calcium is vital not just for bones, but also for muscle contractions. Without enough, your muscles can't function properly, no matter how much protein you eat. And let's not forget ricotta is naturally soft, creamy, and easy to eat. For anyone with dental issues or trouble swallowing, it's a perfect choice. It won't cause bloating or discomfort like powders often do. You can enjoy it sweet or savory, mixed with honey and berries, spread on whole grain toast, or used instead of heavy cream in soups. Every serving gives your muscles fast protection while tasting like a treat. Not medicine. 2. Watermelon. Now, for something surprising, the second food that fights muscle loss isn't even high in protein. It's watermelon. That sweet, refreshing summer fruit is actually one of the strongest muscle-protecting foods you can eat. And science explains why. Watermelon is the richest natural source of an amino acid called citrulline. Your body turns citrulline into arginine, which then produces nitric oxide. Don't worry about the chemistry. Here's what it means. Nitric oxide opens up your blood vessels, sending more oxygen and nutrients to your muscles while clearing away waste that causes soreness and fatigue. Studies show that eating watermelon or drinking its juice can cut muscle soreness by up to 40% and speed recovery almost in half. And this isn't just for athletes. It's even more important for older adults, since circulation naturally slows with age. Watermelon also provides lots of potassium, more per wedge than a banana, which keeps muscles working properly and helps prevent cramps. On top of that, it's rich in lycopene, the antioxidant also found in tomatoes, but in higher amounts. Lycopene shields your muscle cells from damage that speeds up muscle loss as we age. Even the natural sugars in watermelon are helpful. After any activity, whether it's walking, gardening, or housework, your muscles need to refill their energy stores. The natural fruit sugars in watermelon do this perfectly, while citrulline helps your muscles recover. For best results, eat watermelon about an hour before or right after activity. Before exercise, it boosts performance. After, it helps your muscles recover faster. Some people even juice the white rind, which has even more citrulline. 3. Canned salmon. The third food on our list is both powerful and convenient: canned salmon. Especially wild-caught pink or sockeye salmon. It may not sound glamorous, but it's one of the most complete muscle-protecting foods you can buy. And you can eat it straight from the can. A small can delivers about 25 grams of complete protein. But that's just the beginning. Salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These healthy fats do something remarkable for older muscles. They make your muscles more sensitive to protein. That means you can build more muscle from the same amount of protein when you're getting enough omega-3s. Research shows that older adults who eat omega-3 rich fish regularly lose less muscle and keep better strength than those who don't. Omega-3s also fight inflammation, creating a healthier environment for your muscles to grow. Canned salmon has another hidden benefit, the soft edible bones inside. They're packed with calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D, all crucial for strong muscles. The vitamin D is in the natural D3 form, the same one your body makes from sunlight, which helps muscles work properly. Plus, salmon contains astaxanthin, the antioxidant that gives it that pink color. Astaxanthin specifically protects muscle tissue from stress and damage, even from daily activities. And let's not forget convenience. Canned salmon requires no cooking, no cleanup, and lasts for years in the pantry. Eat it plain, mix it into salads, or mash it with avocado on toast. At around $3 a can. It's cheaper than protein powders and often easier to digest, especially since the canning process softens both the protein and the bones. 4. Whole eggs. The fourth food has been debated for decades. But science is finally clear: whole eggs, yolk included, are among the most muscle-building foods on the planet. Eating whole eggs after exercise has been shown to build about 40% more muscle than eating the same amount of protein from egg whites alone. Why? Because the yolk contains unique compounds that boost muscle protein synthesis in ways we're only beginning to understand. Eggs have the highest quality protein score of any whole food, with a biological value of 100, meaning your body can use nearly all of it for muscle growth. But it's not just the protein. The yolk provides vitamin D, which supports muscle function, choline, which helps nerves communicate with muscles, and vitamin A, which is needed for protein building. Eggs also contain clusters of leucine-rich proteins that are more effective at signaling muscle growth than isolated leucine in supplements. In other words, the natural package works better than powders. Bonus tip: eating eggs with vegetables boosts your absorption of vitamins from those veggies by up to 7 times. So a veggie omelette isn't just tasty, it's a muscle-protecting powerhouse. Regarding cholesterol, we now know that cholesterol in eggs is actually beneficial for most people, especially older adults. It helps your body make hormones like testosterone, which naturally decline with age and are important for maintaining muscle. 5. Kefir. The fifth food works its magic while you sleep, and it's been enjoyed for centuries in Eastern Europe. It's called kefir, a tangy fermented milk drink, and it does things for muscle health that protein powders simply can't match. Kefir has more probiotics than any other dairy product, up to 60 different kinds of healthy bacteria and yeasts. These probiotics don't just help with digestion. They actually support muscle health through something scientists call the gut-muscle connection. A healthy gut makes compounds that reduce inflammation and help your body use protein more efficiently. The protein in kefir is already partially broken down by fermentation, so it's easier to absorb, especially for older adults with weaker digestion. This means nearly perfect protein use without the bloating or stomach upset powders often cause. What really makes kefir special is its casein content. Casein forms a gentle gel in your stomach and releases amino acids slowly for up to 7 hours. Drinking kefir before bed literally feeds your muscles all night long, preventing the breakdown that normally happens during sleep. Kefir also provides peptides that lower blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and boost immunity, all of which directly protect muscle health. On top of that, fermentation creates vitamin K2 in the MK7 form, which directs calcium to your muscles and bones instead of your arteries. Want to make it even better? Stir in a spoonful of ground flax seeds for extra omega-3s. Or blend it with berries for more antioxidants. Unlike chalky shakes, kefir is naturally refreshing and enjoyable to drink every day. 6. Black beans. The sixth food might challenge what you've heard about plant proteins. But the research is solid. Black beans are surprisingly powerful for muscle health. A cup of cooked black beans gives you about 18 grams of protein. But their real strength comes from resistant starch, a type of fiber that feeds the good bacteria in your gut. Those bacteria make butyrate, a compound proven to protect muscle and improve strength. Black beans also create what scientists call the second meal effect. In simple terms, eating them helps your muscles use protein better, not only from that meal, but also from the one after it. They prime your body to get more benefit out of every bite. Folate and magnesium. They're rich in folate, providing more than half your daily needs in one cup. Folate is vital for making new cells, including muscle cells, yet many older adults don't get enough. They're also an excellent source of magnesium, a mineral that supports hundreds of muscle processes, from energy production to protein building. Without it, your muscles can't use protein effectively, no matter how much you eat. On top of that, black beans are full of anthocyanins, the same antioxidants found in blueberries, which protect muscles from damage and reduce age muscle loss. The fiber in beans also keeps blood sugar steady, preventing the spikes and crashes that create a breakdown environment in your muscles. 7. Beets. Our seventh food may surprise you: beets. These humble root vegetables are now recognized as some of the best foods for muscle function and strength, especially as we age. Beets are the richest natural source of dietary nitrates, which your body turns into nitric oxide. This boosts blood flow to muscles by up to 20%, delivering more oxygen and nutrients while clearing out waste. Studies show beet juice or cooked beets can improve muscle efficiency by 16%, helping you do the same activity with less fatigue and less muscle damage. Beets also contain betalains, the compounds that give them their deep red color. These natural anti-inflammatories directly target muscle inflammation, one of the main causes of age muscle loss. The natural sugars in beets are released slowly, giving steady energy for activity without the blood sugar spikes that promote muscle breakdown. They also provide betaine, which helps your body produce creatine naturally. Creatine is essential for muscle strength and energy, but our production drops as we age. Beets help restore it naturally. Eating beets before activity is especially helpful. Whether it's gardening, walking, or housework, they give you more stamina and protect your muscles while you move. 8. Sardines in olive oil. The eighth and final food may be the most powerful of all: sardines packed in olive oil. They deliver a unique mix of nutrients no powder could ever match. One small can gives you about 23 grams of high-quality protein with all the essential amino acids your muscles need. But that's just the beginning. Sardines are one of the best sources of vitamin D, up to 70% of your daily needs in a single serving. Low vitamin D is directly tied to muscle weakness and faster muscle loss in older adults. They're also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids in their most natural, ready-to-use form. These fats not only fight inflammation but also make your muscle cells more sensitive to growth signals. That means every gram of protein you eat works harder when paired with omega-3s from sardines. Being packed in olive oil adds another layer of benefit. The healthy fats in olive oil help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins while also calming inflammation. Together, the fish oil and olive oil create a powerful synergy for muscle protection. Sardines are also one of the richest sources of CoQ10, a nutrient your muscle cells use to make energy. CoQ10 levels naturally drop with age, leading to fatigue, but sardines restore it in a highly absorbable form. And don't overlook the soft bones inside. They're a gentle, natural source of calcium and phosphorus, two minerals that work hand in hand for strong muscle contractions. Unlike calcium pills, the calcium from sardine bones is easy on the stomach. A simple daily meal plan. Now, let's put this all together into a practical daily plan. One that keeps your muscles strong without ever needing protein powder. Start your morning with whole eggs cooked in a little olive oil. Maybe scrambled with some vegetables. This gives you complete protein plus all the extra nutrients your muscles need to start the day strong. For a mid-morning snack, enjoy a small bowl of ricotta with fresh berries. The fast-acting whey protein in ricotta quickly protects your muscles from breaking down, while the berries add antioxidants to keep them healthy. At lunchtime, try a black bean salad with colorful vegetables and a drizzle of olive oil. This mix of plant protein, fiber, and healthy fats creates the perfect environment for preserving muscle through the afternoon. In the afternoon, especially if you've been active, have some watermelon. Its natural sugars refill your energy, while the citrulline helps your muscles recover faster. It's especially refreshing on warm days. For dinner, enjoy canned salmon or sardines alongside roasted beets and vegetables. This gives you complete protein, omega-3 fats, and nitric oxide boosters to protect and energize your muscles in the evening. Before bed, sip a small glass of kefir. The slow-released casein protein will feed your muscles throughout the night, preventing the breakdown that usually happens while you sleep. This isn't a strict prescription. You can mix and match these foods however you like. The key is variety, eating different ones across the week so your muscles get the full range of protective nutrients. So here's the choice. You can keep spending money on processed powders, drinking shakes that taste chalky, dealing with bloating and stomach issues, and still wondering why your muscles keep getting weaker. Or you can embrace these 8 whole foods that not only stop muscle loss, but also make eating enjoyable again. Creamy ricotta, sweet watermelon, handy canned fish, hearty eggs, probiotic-rich kefir, nourishing black beans, energizing beets, and nutrient-packed sardines. These aren't just foods. They're a way to hold on to your strength, independence, and quality of life. They work with your body's natural rhythms instead of fighting against them. Every meal is a chance to protect your muscles and build strength. You don't need a lab-made powder. Your body knows exactly how to use real food. Thank you for joining me today on Senior Nutrition. If this message opened your eyes to the power of whole foods over supplements, please share it with someone who might benefit. And tell me in the comments, which of these foods are you most excited to try? Remember, real food will always beat powder. Until next time, eat well, stay strong, and keep moving forward. Bonus section. Eat this each morning to stop leg muscle loss fast, over 60. Most folks over 60 don't realize how important their first meal of the day really is. They get up, sip their coffee, maybe nibble on toast, or sometimes skip breakfast entirely. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the surprising truth. That simple routine might be slowly weakening your legs. Over time, it could be why walking, keeping your balance, or even standing up without help gets harder and harder. As we age, our leg muscles need more support than ever before. You might not notice it right away, but every morning without the right nutrients puts your leg muscles at greater risk. Risk of shrinking, risk of feeling weak, risk of losing the strength you need to stay steady and independent. But here's the good news. There's a way to slow that process down. In fact, you can even help reverse it. And you don't need to rely on pills, supplements, or fancy workouts. The key is actually much simpler. It's what you eat within the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. That first bite can jumpstart muscle repair, boost blood flow to your legs, ease nighttime cramps, and even help delay muscle aging by up to a decade. In this section, I'll walk you through 3 specific breakfast foods, some you likely already have at home that have been proven to help strengthen muscles, support nerve health, and keep you moving confidently after 60. I'll explain how each food works, the best time to eat it, and what to pair it with for the best results. Plus, I'll point out some common breakfast mistakes Foods that may seem healthy but actually hurt your muscles in ways that can go unnoticed for years. 1. Whole eggs. Let's begin with one of the most underrated yet powerful foods for preserving your leg muscles: whole eggs. For years, eggs got a bad reputation because of cholesterol fears. But now, research has clearly shown that for most people, especially older adults, eggs are not only safe but incredibly beneficial. They're like a complete muscle repair kit in one little shell. What makes eggs so important for your legs after 60? It all starts with protein. But not just any protein. Eggs are considered a perfect protein source because they contain all 9 essential amino acids. Your body can't make them on its own. Among them, leucine stands out. Think of leucine as the spark plug that turns on muscle repair. Without enough of it, your body doesn't get the signal to rebuild the muscle you've naturally lost overnight. Here's the catch: as we age, our bodies become less responsive to protein signals. That means older adults need more leucine and more high-quality protein than younger folks, just to get the same muscle-building benefit. That's why starting your morning with eggs is such a smart move. A clinical study from the University of Illinois tracked seniors who ate 2 whole eggs daily with breakfast for 8 weeks. The results were impressive. Those participants showed measurable improvements in walking speed and lower body strength compared to those who skipped protein in the morning. That's real-world, functional improvement, something you can feel when getting up from a chair or climbing stairs. But eggs offer more than just muscle fuel. The yolk, often tossed aside by people trying to eat healthy, is actually where most of the important nutrients live. Vitamin D supports muscle function and bone strength, and many seniors are deficient. Vitamin B12 helps maintain nerve function and coordination, critical for balance and mobility. Choline aids in brain-muscle communication and reduces risk of neuromuscular decline. Heme iron, one of the most absorbable forms of iron, helping improve blood flow and reduce fatigue, cramps, or tingling in the legs due to poor circulation. Without good circulation, your leg muscles can't get the oxygen and nutrients they need, no matter how much protein you eat. That's why the combination of protein plus circulation support found in eggs is such a win for people over 60. And here's another bonus: eggs are affordable, easy to prepare, and don't require any fancy equipment or ingredients. You can boil them, poach them, or lightly scramble them with a bit of olive oil. Just avoid frying them in butter or pairing them with processed meats like bacon or sausage. Those add unhealthy fats and excess sodium, which can work against your goals. The bottom line: having 1 or 2 whole eggs within an hour of waking up is one of the simplest, most effective ways to kickstart muscle recovery, improve circulation, and give your legs the support they need before you even step out the door. 2. Oatmeal and chia seeds. Now let's talk about a warm, familiar breakfast that's quietly one of the best things you can eat for your legs: oatmeal. Especially when paired with chia seeds. At first glance, oatmeal might not look like a muscle-building superstar. It doesn't have a flashy nutrition label or a trendy reputation. But don't be fooled. Oatmeal provides something incredibly important for older adults: stable blood sugar and anti-inflammatory power. Here's why that matters. After age 60, your body becomes more sensitive to blood sugar spikes and crashes. And when your blood sugar swings too much, it interferes with how your body uses protein, absorbs nutrients, and repairs muscle tissue. This is especially critical in the morning, when your body is shifting out of a fasting state. Oatmeal contains a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber forms a gel in your stomach, slowing down digestion and helping your blood sugar rise gradually, rather than spiking and crashing like it does with white toast or sugary cereal. Studies published in Nutrients and the Journal of Gerontology have linked beta-glucan intake with improved insulin sensitivity. better muscle recovery, and lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation. But oatmeal gets even better when you stir in chia seeds. Chia seeds may be tiny, but they're nutritional powerhouses. Just 1 tablespoon gives you a big dose of magnesium, calcium, omega-3 fatty acids, and potassium, all essential for muscle contraction, hydration, and nerve function. Magnesium is often low in older adults and directly linked to morning stiffness and nighttime leg cramps. Omega-3s help reduce chronic inflammation that can damage both muscles and nerves. Calcium and potassium support strong muscle contractions and prevent twitching, shaking, or spasms. When chia seeds absorb liquid, they expand and take on a gel-like texture. This not only helps keep you hydrated, but also slows digestion, meaning your body has more time to absorb the nutrients from your meal. Better absorption equals better support for your muscles. You don't need a lot. Just 1 tablespoon of chia stirred into your oatmeal after cooking is enough to transform your bowl into a muscle-supporting breakfast. For even more benefits, consider adding a few slices of banana or a handful of blueberries. Bananas add potassium, which helps regulate muscle function and fluid balance. Blueberries, on the other hand, are packed with antioxidants that fight oxidative stress in your tissues, a major contributor to muscle aging. If you're watching your blood sugar or have diabetes, go lighter on the bananas and stick with low-sugar berries instead. They provide all the anti-inflammatory perks with less impact on glucose levels. One more tip: avoid the instant-flavored oat packets. They're often loaded with added sugar and artificial flavors. Go for steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled oats. They take a few more minutes to cook, but the payoff in nutrient quality and blood sugar stability is well worth it. Oatmeal with chia isn't just cozy. It's smart. It gently supports your muscles, stabilizes your energy, and delivers the minerals your legs crave to stay strong, steady, and cramp-free throughout the day.